We're live on Facebook.
Woohoo!
Day 2.
Day 2, Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday. Well, Aaron and I saw 2 fish on our live scope yesterday. I don't know if they're northerns or sturgeons, but it was a good signal. But today, we seen a big fish swim by, and when you see a big fish, you see a shadow. We saw the shadow behind on the live scopes.
I just uploaded the video so they can see it.
Yeah, okay, so that's cool. But yeah, that's the only thing we seen. We had nothing come through here, but check out the video that we just posted about my friend Bo. He got a 127.5 pound sturgeon, 81 inches long, and he had 4 minutes before closing time. Closing time's at 1 o'clock, and he got it all on film. So check out our TikTok and Facebook and that video. It's just hilarious watching it and seeing it and hearing it. So
for those that don't know what we're doing, kind of explain what we're doing.
Well, there's a sturgeon spearing system or thing in Wisconsin, 16 days long, and you're allowed to spear 1 sturgeon. You're going to apply for the tagging by October 31st. So you don't even know what the ice conditions are, the water clarity, anything like that. You pay the $20 for a resident. I forgot what non-resident is. So we're out here trying to spear sturgeon. Minimum length is 36 inches. Everybody's looking for that 200 pounder. There's a few of them out here because the DNR has actually netted them up on the spawning grounds by Shawano Dam and Shiocton. So that's what everybody wants, that 200 pounder. But there's some 100-pound fish is pretty good. And I guess there was like 8 or 9 of them speared on Winnebago yesterday. We got to see a 184 pounder, and a 5 foot tall woman speared it. So that must have been a tussle.
Commercial timeout. Who's our sponsor today?
Rudikers. John, he's the owner. Okay.
Dairy equipment.
Yep. And if you got cows and you need some teats to be sucked, he's got all the equipment for you. So there you go, John. Thank you so much. We need to get out fishing again. So
yesterday was Sunken Dive.
Sunken Dive by Johnny. He says if you sink it, he'll retrieve it. So he's on number, I think, probably 40 right now. Would you think, with all the stuff he's pulled out this year?
So for those that don't know who that is, explain who Don Herman is.
Donnie Herman, he's Sunken Dive, so he's a certified diver. He's been doing it for 50 years. So if you lose your ATV, UTV, your snowmobile, shanty, your truck, your car, he'll go down and get it out for a fee, of course.
And you get a hat usually if he...
Yeah, or
right?
If you really schmooze him, you could get a hoodie. Super nice guy. Really, we had a great time fishing last year, Lake Erie, with him. So if you have any questions or comments, we're going to try to stay live for about an hour here. We're in 8 feet of water. Visibility is not the best.
Mike Kubley just tuned in.
Hey, buddy. How's it going, Mike?
The big walleye slayer.
Yeah. Yep. Mikey got a nice walleye a couple years ago with me up on the Bay of Green Bay. It was first 10-pounder. You know, he told me he went to Lake Erie for 7 years, never got a 10-pounder, and the first time I take him on Green Bay, he gets one. So, and it's mounted. It's pretty cool. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it.
Ooh, everybody's tuning in on Super Bowl Sunday. Got 62 people watching.
All right. We just did a live for TikTok. We had about 174 people watching. That's cool. I want to say thank you to all my friends and followers. We've met a lot of nice people yesterday down at Wentz, the gas hole at TJ's. Hopefully today, Aaron and I are going to get up to Jerry's Bar in Oshkosh to see how things are going there. See Scotty, the owner. So,
Greg Kraus says, water looks horrible. Good luck, guys, from Emerson, Georgia.
Wow.
And then Mark Bolig.
Oh, yeah. That's my guy from North Dakota.
Get you a big one, Coot.
Yep. He's the guy who helped me pull out he's the one that took the video of my UTV going down the Lake of the Woods in 2020. So thank God Mark was there to videotape me.
There we go.
Not a good day, right, Mark?
All right. If you guys have any questions, please comment below. We did talk to a few guys this morning about some of the numbers. It was a rough estimation, so we don't know the exact numbers. You can go on the Wisconsin DNR website. But I think the Winnebago system was 80 to 90 fish speared.
Yeah, and overall about 170. but there was 800 or 900 pound fish speared in Winnebago.
Mark Bolger said Colorado.
Colorado. I'm sorry, Mark. My bad. You remember, I'm getting old. I'm losing it here, right?
Oh, Dwayne Nelson tuning in.
Hi, Nelly.
He said, how do you pick your spot?
Well, first thing is clarity. If you can have clarity, that's cool. But a lot of people will look for red worms. Red worms turn into lake flies, and that's what sturgeons like to eat, the red worms.
Brad Pollitt, sorry if I butcher anybody's last name. We got 70 people tuning in. Brad Pollitt said, can you fish, hook, and line fishing pole in the hole for perch or walleye?
No, because this is an oversized hole. State of Wisconsin, you can only use a 12-inch or less. Most people use 8-inch mostly for regular fishing. They you used to do it, but they found out a lot of guys would actually catch a sturgeon or snag it. They'd bring it up, then they would spear it. So that's why they said no more doing that. So we got 2 spears here. They weigh about 35 pounds, so we can actually just send it down. They got flying barbs on it, so they move up and down. And with my spears, I can actually take the tines out with an Allen wrench to remove it from the fish if we ever spear run. This is my 5th year with my son Aaron. We have yet to see a sturgeon swim through the hole. But we like live scope, we can see at least they're out here. But
so we have the Garmin Live Scope with the Dakota lithium battery on the back of it.
Yep.
Which we haven't even charged, I don't think, yet.
Yep.
And then we got our HD. Innovations. There's our...
Holds our transducer.
So we have it through our hole out there, right next to the heater, roped it all the way up, and then all the way over there. Yep. Okay, so Scott Poplowski recently relocated here and would love to experience this. Avid fisherman, but no clue what to do spearing.
Okay, Scott. What sturgeon spearing compare it to, I always tell everybody, try to duck hunt through a chimney for 6 hours. That's interesting.
There you go. So just look at that water, and then you're sturgeon spearing. You're an expert. Just look down a hole.
If you ain't got patience, don't even think about doing this because you'll have too much time invested. But there are guides. I do guide out here. I don't have that many.
For ice fishing.
For ice fishing. I guide in the wintertime. I don't guide in summertime with a boat. I don't have that license. That's a totally different animal there. So.
101 people watching. Everybody's bored this morning.
I guess so.
But that's okay. We appreciate you guys tuning in with us. I'll show everybody what we got outside. Lots of snow. 1 to 3 inches, I think we got.
No, that's 3 to 4.
3 to 4.
Yeah.
But yeah, that happened during our spearing yesterday morning, and then
which is good. We're glad it snowed because we got the snow all the way around. Go ahead and show them that around the shanty. So it helps us see better and keeps the wind out.
So we banked it all the way around. Actually, is a little bit nicer walking around. There's some slick spots, but we banked it up, and then nothing gets in there. Pretty nice. And then these are hole markers for when we move. HD, our propane tank. It's pretty warm in here. That's why we have it open.
Got the heat hog going.
The heat hog, and then we got some questions or Noah Cornelius. All right, here we go. He's got a longer message. My first time sturgeon spearing. Moved up here from North Carolina last year. Covered the season last year from NBC 26. I have the day off and a friend let me tag along. Bucket list item crossed off. That's awesome. Yeah, it's definitely something unique. Scott Pawlowski said, awesome, thanks. Then this John Henlick, somebody about to experience sturgeon spearing, said, you're asking the wrong guy here. So he's mocking us.
Yep.
But yet you're watching our video. So we appreciate that.
Yep.
We appreciate you.
We are not experts, guaranteed. I'm just going through the motions. If I get a fish, it's a bonus. That's all I can tell you. But it does play a lot of luck. Hopefully a fish will come through. So
all right.
More power to you.
Don Jackson said, I have a question, Coot. How do you like the Nordic Legend Warrior 800 Ice Hub you see? I can't find any reviews. I'm thinking of buying that model. Well, first off, let me flip the camera around. I do all their social media. I shouldn't say a little. I do all their social media. So if you use our promo code, Coot with an S, COOTS, you get, I think, 20% off. So if you do decide to go with Nordic, which we do really like, we have, I think, 4 different Nordic shelters, and the Warrior 800 fits our personality best. But I'll let him talk. So thanks for the question, Don. Here we go.
Yeah, it's a 4-man hub easily. You can put a lot of people in there. Insulated very well. The windows are put just right, so if you're sitting on a bucket, you can look out that window, so that's cool. It's got 2 door openings, which is very nice. If you
the propane at the top, there's 2 little holes.
There's a little hole you can put your propane hose through it, which is also great. I guess the only disadvantage is you have to stake down the whole tent all the way around. It's not like a quick pop-up shelter where it's standing right there. But most tents, if you're going to use it, you better stake them down.
Adam Mikowski, how's ice looking for battle next weekend?
Well, it looks like we got cold weather coming in. But like Donnie Herman says, the ice is never 100% safe. 2 more vehicles went in last night. I don't know what they're doing around Winnebago on the north end, drive around. They fell in a crack. Yesterday, a friend that I know, he actually went down with his truck in 15 feet of water. They had 3 people in it. They all got out safely. Like I said, this lake will eat you up so quick if you don't understand where you've been, how you get out there, all that kind of stuff. Just please tell people if you're coming out here where you're going to go. Take a friend along with you. Take some safety precautions. Like I say, if you're going to drive out here, make sure your gas tank is full. A couple years ago, we had a snow squall out here, and everybody got scared. They started driving in. Well, the bridges weren't lit very well. They couldn't see the bridge. They went right into the crack with the front of their truck or car. So if you have a snow squall, sit out there. Wait it out, because it's only going to last a couple hours, okay? So make sure you got a blanket in there, some hand warmers, feet warmers, that kind of stuff. Like I said, make sure your gas tank is full. Maybe take a flare gun out there in case you do need some help. Somebody can come out there and help you. Make sure your cell phones are charged up in case you got to call someone like that.
All right. Max Mills, have you ever seen anyone spear walleyes?
I seen it done. I think it's over in Michigan that they actually have a season where you can actually take a spear gun and scuba dive and spear walleyes in the water. I saw some videos of that. It's pretty wild.
Matt Schmidt, Coot's the best.
Hi, Matt. I see you with Willie Mae, the little pumpkin guy. Good job up there.
Eric Wickman said, good morning, gents.
Good morning, Eric. It's kind of boring here.
Melissa Mogo I can't pronounce his last name. Sorry about that. Did you sleep out there?
No, I don't sleep on Winnebago. Some guys try the night fish out here, and I don't think it's very good. This lake does not seem to produce. Up in Minnesota, they seem to have a night bite up there once in a while, so try that one.
Fanatic Charters.
Yes, hi, Bob.
He said, Coot, and then he said, hi, Coot.
We need to get out the whitefish and let me know when you got some things going on up there.
Jim Polly, good morning. Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
Sean Eaton, is it tough to get a permit as a non-resident?
No. I don't know what the fee is. Residents pay only $20. I'm guessing a non-resident's got to be at least $100 or a little bit more.
Jeremy Alott said, today is your day, Coot. Good luck.
Every day is a good day. I'm out here. How's that? I apologize for not getting out here as much as I could to fish. Tuesday and Wednesday, I was up in Menominee, Wisconsin, fishing with a new friend of mine now, and Mark, and he's coming out with a new tip down system. And Thursday, we finally got on crappies. We kept 25 crappies, 32 feet of water. So all I can tell you is when we start catching them, their eyes were bugging out of their head as we're bringing them up in such deep water. So we all decided 1 man limit's enough to split with 3 people. So that's what we did. Great system. I can't wait till it gets it perfected, and we're going to get it out there for you to check it out.
Thanks, Jason Hecker. He's standing up for us about that one comedy sound. Sounds like ignorance and jealousy knocking you guys. Thanks for sharing all the info and updates. Good luck.
Well, thank you very much. I don't want to piss people off. That's the biggest thing. We're just trying. I'm retired. I'm having fun what I do. I had 30 years in the fire service, and You talk about the shit I had to go through back then. It was crazy. So that's why I enjoy being with my son out here. If I get my daughter out here, I do it. My wife Kathy will be out here on Tuesday with her finally. So, but tomorrow, tomorrow, Monday.
She'll
I'm
be
gonna
out.
Tina, the wandering Wisconsin girl.
Rob Rutherford, hello. How deep is the water, and what lake is it?
We're on Lake Winnebago. We're in 8 feet of water, and you can barely see my decoy at 6 feet down. We can see bottom just barely with our crosses.
Get your gaff, and we'll show them that. While you're doing that, Fanatic Charter said, here, I'll read it a little bit better. Once you are done spearing, get your ass up to Sturgeon Bay to go white fishing with me! Exclamation point. Maybe that's how he said it.
That sounds good.
All right.
So I got a decoy and I got a cup. Both are white, so I can see them down there. The reason we use that, sturgeons are very curious fish. They'll actually come up and nudge that thing to see what it is. Our friend yesterday got a 127.5 pound sturgeon, 81 inches. 4 minutes left till 1 o'clock. That's when we have to quit. It came right underneath the ice. By the time he grabbed that spear, he nailed it by the tail end, and he got it. So you'll see that video out there. It's on TikTok
and Facebook now.
Yep.
Paul Hassel, do you think stinky but handsome whitefish guides could stick a sturgeon?
I don't know. The way you two drink, I don't know if you can throw straight.
Max Mills, can we get an ice anchor video? Ha ha. I'm not sure why people hate those. I love them.
Okay.
I'll explain too after you do.
Yeah. Okay. Slushes, drilling holes, and ice anchors. You know, it's just to show people some of the product and all that. Well, last year I got a phone call from someone, and the guy says, I really like those videos. I says, why? He says, I have an autistic son. I said, okay. He says, my son just likes watching it. It gives him a calming, soothing effect. So I don't know if it's the sound or the video, what he likes about it, but that was very cool. So that's why we keep doing it. So please don't hate us for doing it. I guess we're doing something for someone else that helps them. But if you don't like our content, just please scroll on. I don't need to look at it. And I try to answer everybody's questions, answers, all that kind of stuff every day.
All right, I'm going to flip it around. Yes, you can comment whatever you want. Everybody's got an opinion. Obviously, you don't have to watch it. You can unfollow us. But again, we're trying to put good out in the world and positivity. And, you know, it just happens to be anchor videos that do well and scooping videos. But there's a lot of people in the world that have never seen ice. So you got to think about that too. So it's not just what's normal to you is not normal to other people. All right, back to the show here. All right, Josh Rector. Hey, Coots, how do you mark your holes after you're done fishing? I'll show them real quick.
Yep.
So we have 4. I think legally you need only 2.
Yep.
So we just cut a little hole there. Those are our, what do you call them again? Your sticks?
Glass sticks. They have to be 4 feet tall. And you don't have to paint them, but I paint them because I do 4 different colors. Some people are colorblind, I figure. Why not do different colors? Plus, it's a good marking system. There's a lot of people think that we need to put the ice back into the hole. Well, if you put the ice on top of the ice, you're causing a couple things. It's going to freeze in. It's going to be hard to get out. Then if a snowmobiler hits it, that's even worse. So that's why we push all the ice underneath there. There's no way you're going to retrieve the ice, the kegs we call them, under the ice. So that's why we mark our holes with the 4 last sticks. And by the time people get out here, it should be frozen enough so they can walk on and all that. And they're not big. The biggest hole you can only have is 40 square feet. So we'll under that. This is 8 feet long and about 3.5 feet wide.
Pam Ruckman says, good morning.
Hi, Pam.
Good luck.
Yep.
Deborah John says, hi, Coot.
Hello, Deborah.
Greg Strelo, huge. Get one, Coot.
How you doing? You been down by Keith's catching fish yet?
Jim Polly, Waupun here. Nice to have you. Join Anytime Fitness in Waupun. I'll hook you up. Rob Rutherford, thank you. Jim Ploy, there will always be someone complaining. You're right.
Yep.
Oh, Scott. I don't know how to pronounce your last name, Scott. I just know Midwest Racks and Outdoors. I don't want to... Biscobing. Yeah, Scott Biscobing. My bad, Scott. We got to do another show with you when there's no snowstorm. Kyle Doing, found some of Coot's sturgeon jigs at Fishing Expo yesterday in Columbus, Ohio. Sturgeon jigs. We don't make those, but okay.
Yeah.
Jeff.
I gotta get down and see that show. I had a guy do it last year for us, and he sold quite a bit of my trolling rods, the rattling wasp, some of the fireflies, so that was very cool.
Jeff Kerr said, good luck, chats. BG Wisconsin Outdoors is watching.
He's the poor guy who dumped his four-wheeler in with Trax about 3 weeks ago, I think it was.
It was nice that he made awareness to it. It could happen to anybody, even avid outdoorsmen.
Like I said, he was just driving along, and all of a sudden, bang, there it was. That's why you never trust this ice. It's never 100% safe. I always say the only safe ice is ice in the glass.
Gary Coleman.
Hey, Gary.
He said, good morning, gentlemen. Kill one today. But, Gary, they have feelings, though.
Yeah, apparently.
Max Willis, Coot, I want to plan a trip with you guys. Seems really fun. I won't care to catch anything. You guys are just great people. Well, we do try and catch fish, right? So it's not, but we do have fun while attempting.
So this is not catching fish here. This is spearing. A lot different, okay? You can't catch this fish. You got to spear it. But I've been harassed that I don't catch fish and all that kind of stuff. Well, fishing takes luck, too. You know, if I didn't have bad luck, I wouldn't have any at all.
But also we played it a little safe and he was on a cruise and then the open pockets in the lake. So we're playing it a little safer.
Well, we try to, Aaron does great drone shots, and we're trying to show people where the where the open water is and where the bad ice is. Because, okay, we got sturgeon spearing this weekend. It goes to next weekend. The next weekend is Battle on Bagel. We're going to have probably 10,000 people show up at this lake for this big contest. And they're coming from out of state. So we're just trying to tell you and be aware. Talk to the local fishing clubs for information. Follow Coot's Lures. We'll try to keep you updated. Anytime I see a ice report from someone, I always heart and share it. That way it gets out there. It changes the algorithm so that you should be able to see it.
Josh Rector, thank you. Good luck, gentlemen. Scott said, good luck, Coot.
Yeah, we need her.
You guys got to check out Midwest Racks and Outdoors, Rods and Michael Larson. It's awesome. You guys actually interact with everyone. Good luck, fellas. We try to, Mike. I'm going to go on a rant. I can't stand when people go live and they're like, oh, let's wait till 100 people tune in. And then all of a sudden it's a live video. You can always rewatch it later. And that's usually what Facebook does. So yes, we like to interact, Michael Larson, because it's a heck of a lot more fun for us. And it's a lot more fun for the viewers watching. All right, back to the Coot Show. All right. Scott said, you got it. Laugh out loud. Skylar Wade Leebies. I can't pronounce that one. Good luck, Coot. Kyle from when he was at that show. It was the rattling wasp.
Oh, okay, yep.
Yes.
I'm going to actually do a video this spring with Mark, my new friend up in Menominee, Wisconsin. We're going to actually troll for bluegills. So hopefully we get on and show that one for you guys. I think it'd be very cool. And it's going to be a number 4 rattling wasp. We're just going to have to figure out what color they want that day.
Scott O'Connor, time for Coot to get in the hole.
I don't do cold water anymore unless it's by accident. But should we tell them the story we saw yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're down at the gas hole watching people bring their fish in. And this lady comes up to us because she kind of knows of Coot's Lures, and she shows us this video. This video is a petite woman.
Yeah, small lady.
Yep. And she was grabbing the pole.
She was grabbing it like this.
Yep. And she thought she was going to do like a pole dance, She wrapped her leg around it and didn't realize how flimsy the nail was. It pulled out of the ceiling and she went right into
Boom.
the hole.
Yeah.
I went, wow.
Wish we had that video to post.
Yeah, that would be hilarious.
Kathy Williams is watching.
Hi, honey. How you doing?
No, what were you going to say? About her falling in.
She didn't get hurt or nothing like that, but it just scared the crap out of her.
What sonar do you got on there?
Right now, this is a Live Scope by Garmin. This is a 32.
Perspective mode.
Perspective mode, and it's a 9-inch screen. So we did see a nice sturgeon swim across about 35 feet out. And the reason I could see it was so big, it had a shadow behind it. Because the sonar is pushing that way, so you would see a shadow on it.
Kathy Williams, talk about the lathe sticks.
Lastics.
Lastics.
Yeah, L-A-T-H-E, lath.
Oh, Wednesday, February 19th, Fanatic Charter says, get up here and fish with me.
Wednesday what?
The 19th.
19th. Oh, okay. I'll have to check on that then. So anyways, with the last stick, we use very thin. They're only a 1/4 inch thick. They're 4 feet long. And what happens by the end of the season when the ice melts, they actually float and they'll wash up on the shoreline. So a couple of years ago, Kathy and I were down in Fond du Lac, and I said, look at all elastics. So we went down in this cove and we probably picked up 50 of them. But there are some people that will put their name on it to see where they ended up floating and all that, and they might get them back. Some people are nice about that, but
We should write our name on ours.
yeah, we should see where they end up. That'd be really cool.
Kathy Williams, people want to know about the holes after spearing is done. Do they?
We did that already, dear.
You're just 20 minutes late. All right, Sir Walleye Fishing Charters.
Hi, Chris. Good morning, sir.
Fish on, get the net.
Yeah, I wish.
Chris, it's the middle of December right now.
Yeah.
You got to change your slogan in the winter, all right?
Yeah.
All right, so that's all we got right now. I can't believe...
Well, somebody asked me if I did characters. Well, I probably do a couple, but I can do more animal calls than anything else. So one of my famous, or I got 2 famous ones I do. I do a mountain lion and a turkey. So this is the mountain lion here. There you have it.
And that's how you bring in the sturgeon or scare them away. I know some people have been asking you at the Gas Hole in Wentz about the belly flop contest. Did you win it, and how did it all go?
Well,
How many people were involved?
apparently my wife signed me up for the belly contest. I said, did you really sign me up? She says, no. I said, okay, I'm going to do it. So I go up there and I register. Guy writes my name down. He says, how much you weigh? I said, oh, okay, here's my number. Well, after watching the first couple guys going, I'm thinking they're going from the lightest guy to the heaviest guy. Well, the heaviest guy won it, and I took second. So I should have probably lied and said I was the fattest bastard out there. But, oh, there's something right there. Something little, I don't know what it is. That one is about 20, 25 feet out.
Moving.
Yeah, something
Creeping.
little. Could be a sheephead or a walleye. It's not a sturgeon, that's for sure.
Yeah, compared to the mark we had earlier.
Yeah, yeah. So this is a very cool tool. I was kind of dead set against it because of the cost and all that kind of stuff, but the old saying is you can bring a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. Sure, I can see all the fish out there, but you still got to make the fish bite. Depending on what species you're trying to target and all that. We used this last Wednesday up in Menominee, and we marked crappies in 32 feet of water, and that's where we caught them. Like, wow. It could decimate species of fish depending on the person, so you got to use common sense, you know. Do you really need 25 crappies every day? Stuff like that. It just, you know, just take enough to take home for eating. Personally, I don't keep anything more on Lake Winnebago walleye-wise. I have enough fish I catch in Lake Erie. Same with the Bay of Green Bay. I don't keep walleyes up there anymore. But if I catch perch, I'm keeping perch because Kathy loves perch.
All right, we don't have any questions right now. Everybody must be seeing some sturgeon right now. What's everybody doing for the Super Bowl? Who you got, Chiefs or Eagles? What's your prediction?
Well, I can tell you, who's ever got the most points is going to win.
There you go. And who's... Oh, yeah, let's get back to it's intermission time, sponsor time. Who's our sponsor again today?
Rudikers.
Rudikers.
If you're in dairy farming, you've got some good teat pullers right here. He sells them. I'm going to actually go over and check out his place sometime here.
Michael
I
Dry.
do have a, give me a hat.
Michael Dreyer said, what do you guys do with your sturgeon? Well, we got to get one first.
Yeah.
Figure that out.
I've had a lot of sturgeon.
Oh.
I've had it smoked. I had it pan fried. I had it deep fried. I've never tried pickled. I do like pickled northern, thanks to Silver Alert up at Anthony's Garage Gourmet. Tommy, he did a nice job of pickling some northern. Northern's a very good fish to eat, but boy, there's a certain way you got to clean it so you don't get the Y bones or slimy to get rid of it. But if you follow Chris Outdoors, he shows a great video of how you clean northerns. So Chris Outdoors.
All right. Michael, again, this could be misread by text, but Michael Pepperton said, this is cheating. Well,
No.
it's not really
It's
cheating
not
because
It's just telling me that there's fish out there, but you still got to have them swim under the hole. And I tell everybody, it says, sturgeon spearing is like duck hunting through a chimney. Sit out here for 6 hours once and try it. You got to have a lot of patience to do this. And I'm not an expert, trust me. I am far from being an expert.
Kathy Williams, why is my grandson so cute?
I don't know.
All
All right,
right.
there you go. Shut the door for a little bit.
All right. This is with the door shut. Oh, let me turn on my light. There we go. All right. Melissa, have you seen anything swim through your opening or on your screen?
Nothing through the hole, but we've seen 2 yesterday. One big one this morning, and some just flashed through here a little bit a while ago. So,
Oh, Josh Radke said Puppy Bowl. Yep, that's today, right before the Super Bowl. All right, sir. Walleye Fishing Charter says, First Mate Caden says, Chiefs all the way. Tim Gill, have you seen one yet?
no, we've not seen a fish through the
No,
hole.
because we've been live the whole time, and they probably swam through, and the audience probably saw it, and we didn't.
Yeah, that's our luck. We're too busy playing on our phones, not watching down the hole.
Aaron Esliner said, how's the snow out there? There it is right there.
4 inches.
3 to 4 inches. All right, who else? We got Jason Fish on long. Coot, I can't wait for your Lake Erie videos this year. Well, you're going to be disappointed. It's only 1 week.
Yeah, I'm only doing 1 week, April 18th through the 26th of April. But in March, I'm going to do a bucket list. I'm going to go spoonbill fishing with Nick. Nick did it last year in Oklahoma. So we have a guide. And the way the guide catches these fish is by snagging them. They are a filter fish. They don't really go after like crankbaits and all that kind of stuff. So the guide uses dipsy divers and we troll for them in 15 feet of water. So hopefully I'll get some great videos and shots. Last year Nick got a 60-pounder and they get up to 100 pounds. That's a big fish. So they are in the sturgeon family. So they do have caviar, that kind of stuff. So they taste pretty good. You're only allowed 2 a day. But I will probably, if I catch one, that's all I'm going to keep is just one. I don't want to do 2 or nothing. I'm just there for the videos and having fun with Nick and his buddies, and hopefully we get to see one.
Chris Matthews says, do you guys sell your gear online or do you have a local shop?
Right now I got 32 stores selling.
I think he's talking about like our clothing probably.
Oh yeah, clothing we just do online, so you'll have to go to cootslures.com.
Depends on the size too, because
Right.
we've sold out a lot of smaller, like larges, mediums, XLs, but
We got a new order coming in. I think it might be in March it'll be here.
you can always message us. Coot will respond to all the comments in his inbox. He goes through that every day. All right, Jason Fish on long. Do you jig the decoy? Yeah, let's do it. He's got his gaff.
See how fat and lazy I am? Work smarter, not harder.
He's got a little gap down there, and then that's about 6 feet. There it is. We're jigging it. That's for you, Jason. Kathy Williams, you're educating. All right, Brian Horst, turn off the light.
Snort! Turn off the light. Okay.
Turn off the light, laugh aloud,
Here,
helps Coot look better.
I just flashed you.
Josh Radke, what's the success rate for sturgeon spearing?
Good question.
Oh,
It's a $20 seasonal ticket you have to buy by October 31st. Couple factors. Water clarity is the biggest one, okay? Availability, where the fish are. A lot of guys will have a special tool that they dump in the water at the hit bottom to find redworms. Redworms turn into lake flies. The sturgeons like to eat the redworms. So if you can find a lot of redworms, hopefully the thought is there'll be a lot more fish around it. A lot of guys will fish up by the river because right now it's kind of maybe a staging time for these sturgeons. They're hanging around the river before they go upriver to spawn in May. So
Kathy Williams says, Warner just got a 140-pounder. He gets one every year, folks.
yeah, that's our good friend Mikey. We used to fish off Point Comfort with him. Good for you, Mike.
Good job. Oh, yeah, he's got Facebook now. He might see this if he watches the 30 minutes that we've been on. All right. Well,
I can see the X a little bit better now. Might be clearing up some. So we're in 8 feet of water. The decoy's down about 6 feet. We got our 2 spears here. Usually I like to have 2 spears for a backup. That's what I've been taught and shown. They have 2 for sure. Got a gaff hook, hopefully to pick them up out of the water and pull them out.
well, Huntley was with them too.
Oh, boy.
Mom said.
Wow.
That's cool.
Yeah. Grandpa's showing the young ones how to do it.
All right. It is 9:26 in the morning.
How many people?
Dropped down to 45, but that's okay.
Yep.
More people, Facebook pushes it out to later, so maybe instead of watching the Super Bowl, you watch this for a little bit. Or during...
Or at halftime.
Or at halftime.
This halftime to me sucks.
Kendrick Lamar. Not like us. I wonder if he's going to play it. Because if he plays it, he's going to get sued, apparently.
Oh, yeah?
By Drake. Defamation at its biggest. So it'll be interesting. Kathy, I want to see Coot pole dance.
Not today.
Gary Coleman, what happened to your learning shelf built for comfort you had last year? Oh, leaning. Oh,
okay.
We just have our chairs turned around, Gary. I'll show you. So it's right here. So we put a pad. You want to explain your chair? So he has his turned around.
So that's one way I sit.
Oh, good butt shot for you, Gary. There you go. So you can face it that way. We like to turn.
Sit like this and lean right over to hold the seat. So I just put the carpet up here to keep the arms warm. That's all. So if we ever get to a sturgeon, we definitely have to take one of these out of here to have some room to pull the fish out. This other chair would just go in this corner right here. So, and you can see how we paint the inside black. The darker the better to see down the hole.
So we got about 2 minutes left till 9:30, and then so tomorrow we have Tina coming, wandering in Wisconsin in her social media pages. She travels around Wisconsin, the UP, and does a lot of
Bloody Mary mixes, and she's a judge for a good Bloody Mary. So tune in at 9 o'clock tomorrow, and Tuesday I'm going to have my wife out here, so we'll talk to her. And maybe Wednesday, we're going to find out yet if Willie May will come down from Wisconsin Rapids. I had him in the shelter last year, and he's a very good ice fisherman, so check out Willie May on TikTok.
Wisco 3
Wisco.
ice fishing. Tracy Weber said good luck today.
Thanks, Tracy.
Kathy Williams, I'll make pads for those chairs.
Hey, you said that 2 years ago.
Cup holders and all the things.
Yeah, cup holders.
Any special shout outs you want to give before we end our live here? Anybody?
Just check out our Facebook and TikTok. On Facebook, and well, we try to promote a lot of companies. So if you use promo Coot or Coots, there's always a 10 to 30% off. So check them out. You know, we got Shady Rays, we got Smith Products, we got
Nordic, Venatic,
Legend,
Garden Trax,
Garden Trax, we got, HT, all that kind of stuff.
and Extreme Tackle
Extreme Tackle
store. There's a couple other ones.
Well, I know it's a long list. I think we've got 13.
Oh, One Last Cast.
Yeah, One Last Cast. We've got great clothing,
Hoodies.
apparel, hoodies,
Jackets, customs. Well, it's 9:30, folks. We're going to be here.
Keep staring till 1 o'clock.
All right, I'm going to shut the door, and we're going to be done here. I'm going to let Coot go into his hibernation, his Aaron Rodgers cave. All right, we'll see you later. Let's go fishing.